everyone, and welcome to Esteemed Essence. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this golden coppery smolder look. I created this look for my evening out that I'm going to be having here right away soon. So stay tuned and thanks for watching. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use the Mercier Burnished Copper, and it is a gel-like cream color, and it's very metallic. So I'm just going to put some here on the back of my hand. I actually still have some from my other eye. And we're going to use a flat, stiff brush. And we're going to push it onto our lid. Just working on the lid part into the crease. Staying under the crease near the corner, the inner corner, and rounding it up a little bit to the outside, so it's kind of got that wave look to it. I'm going to finish filling in the majority of my eye lid, but I'm not going completely out. So now that we've done that, we're going to take our Naked palette. Now a lot of people have this palette, so this is why I'm using it. What we're going to do is I'm going to grab an angled, fluffier brush, and we're going to go in with the color Smog to start with. It's this one right here. And we're going to pack that color on top of the cream color that we just put on, staying mostly in the middle of the eye, sweeping it outwards. As we get closer to the outer eye part, I'm going to start sweeping it back in so that I don't get so much fallout out this area. We've already cleaned that up with our foundation, so we don't want to have to wipe it all off and start over again. So go up just a bit to help fade out that line. Use your finger to sort of create that wedge look. Dust this brush off really well and go in with the color Darkhorse, which is the darker shade of brown right beside Smog. Tap it a little bit, and you're going to start on the outer edge and sweep in. And you're building that right into the crease line. So as the color progresses, it just gets darker and darker. So a little bit of that in the crease line. Push it down towards your eyelash line for that V-ed effect. Swipe it off again. And then using the black in the palette, it's called Creme. I want you to put a little bit on your brush, tap off the extra, make sure with this part, because it is black, if you need to, which I do, help pull the skin, close your eye, and just going in, create that V. So you're sweeping it down, straight up from your outer lash line, and in just a bit, and you're going almost as high as where your eyebrow ends. So wipe that off really well once you've got the color on there. Just wipe, 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 wipe. Now you can either go in with a 239 brush or 217, one of these. But I'm just going to save my brushes and I'm going to use the exact same one. Just because this is a fluffy brush, all you got to do is really wipe the color out. So now that the color is out, I'm going to go in and I am just going to fluff that color from the outside in. That's what blends it all together. So now that it's all shaded in together, I'm going to take a rounded, more dome brush. It's a MAC 222, and I'm going in with the color Half Baked. It's a very golden color. And we're going to take that, load up the brush, knock it off, and we are going to push it right into the inner corner, sweeping it back into the darker colors. This is what's going to give our eye that goldeny pop. I'm loading it up a couple of times and pushing it in. I really want that golden color to stand out. Once you've done that, wipe off your brush again, get the color out, and just smudge it all together on the center of the lid. You'll find that you'll have to grab your angled fluffy brush again, and go in with the Smog color. Just a little tap on there. Tap it in the center to help bring back that darkness. Great, so now that you've done that, you can grab the Laura Mercier pigment in gold, a little bit on the back of your hand, and using a fairly small cover-up brush, just as long as it's angled, like really tapered and long. I want you to grab that beautiful gold color. I don't know how well you can see it. It's right here. And you're going to fill up your brush and you're going to go under your eye. Now you don't have to worry about being so perfect about this, because you actually want the color to come down quite a bit under your eye. And I have myself large cheeks, so when I smile, it doesn't matter your eye shape or your cheek shape or anything like that. It's the color's going to be there, so when you smile and when you don't smile, things like that, as long as you've got more color underneath your eye than what you usually do, that's what helps create a smokier look. So swiping that golden color all the way under, and then I'm just going to fill up my brush with what's left of that burnished copper on my hand, on the brush, and I'm going to use that over top of, just on that outer edge there. So I'm only coming like halfway in with the burnished color. So now that I've done that, I'm going to take a very short, stiff, flatter top brush, and I'm going to take the color Smog, fill it up, dust it off, and on the outer edge, tap that color into the cream base and move it in 3/4 of the length of the eye. Don't go completely to the inner corner. So fill up your brush a couple of times, swipe it in there. When you get to the outer corner edge, swipe inwards. That's what's going to blend the two colors together. Use your finger to clean up, give it a stronger edge. Wipe that brush off really well and go in with the next color beside it, Darkhorse. Just on the outer edge, flick that color in. And kind of use it in a smudging motion to help smudge the colors together. Now wipe this off really well, because we are going to go in with the color Half Baked, which was what we used on the upper inner line, our inner corner, and we're going to continue that with the lower inner. So tap that. So you're flicking in an upwards motion, and then underneath you're trying to keep it as closer, a little bit further down from the lash line as what you would usually wear. So now that I've done that, I'm going to grab my eyeliner, and I'm going to use Costa Riche from MAC, and it's just a really darker colored brown. So I'm going to line my upper lid with that, right close to the lash line. From the inner corner to the outer corner. Notice that I kept it fairly close to the lash line. The same with under the eye here. Right almost in the lash line, smudge this darker brown color right into the lashes on the bottom. Now we're going to take a black eyeliner. This one is Urban Decay 0. And I'm going to smudge it just on the outer edge of the lash line. Now I'm going to pick up my lashes and I'm going to line my waterline on the upper. And that's what helps create those really dark lashes. I'm going to pull down and do the inner waterline. I'm going to take that same short stiff brush and I'm going to dab between Darkhorse and Creme. So back and forth, tap off the extra, and I'm going to push that dark color right on top of the eyeliner. And I'm going to come in from the top and I'm going to smoke it upwards. Smoke it upwards means smudge it upwards. All the way to the center of the eye, leaving that inner eye the way it is. Now I'm going to grab a 217 brush and I'm going to go in with a color from my Too Faced Natural. And the reason why I'm using this, it's called Heaven. It is a vanilla flat matte color because there's so much shimmer in the colors that I used in the Naked palette. The closest color they have to it is Virgin, and it's actually a little bit shimmery too, so I really want it to be a matte color. So I'm going to load up this brush, tap off, and I'm going to go and deposit the most amount of the color off this brush right at the upper arch of my eyebrow. And then I'm going to use a windshield wiper, smoky, smudgy, I don't know what the technical term is, I just call smudging it around to get that white color in there. You'll notice that your brush just gets dirtier and dirtier. So wipe it off before you put it back into the palette color to pick up more. I do for thickening my eyelashes without adding fake eyelashes is I go in with Doir, and this is Doir Doirshow, and what it does is it kind of packs in the most amount of color at the very base of my lashes. So putting your wand right at the base of your lashes and wiggling it in is what's going to help separate your lashes and coat every one. Go from the outer corner right to the inner corner, depositing the most amount of mascara to the outer corner. Now I use two mascaras for a night out look. And the next one is my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. This is my all-time go-to mascara. The wand is beautiful for my shape of eye. So I'm going to go right over top of that Doirshow. And this wand really helps to lengthen and separate what I've already done. Meanwhile, depositing a little bit more black color on my eyelashes. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you have any requests, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'll see what I can do for you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.